Welcome back from that short break. The show is still the break live right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice, where inspiration meets entertainment. Do well to link up with us on all socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Dominion Broadcast, and on X, formerly Twitter, at Dominion Cast. All right, let's go straight to Trendwatch this morning, and there's something really interesting right here, and you know, it's borders on things we do in Nigeria, and it's really. Can we say it's entertaining too?
It is. Some people have alleged that Nigeria is a country that has so many comedians, right? For every story, there's always a silver lining in their cloud of stories, yeah? So when you have a story, even no matter how serious that story is, we'll still make a joke of it, we'll still make mockery of it, we'll make mockery of ourselves and all that. But, you know, like you said, is it a joke? But not exactly a joke.
You see, sometimes, you know, stories come and then people will react to it differently. That's why I said, well, to some people, it might just be, you know, amazing and amusing at the same time. But then, let's just take what's here. The Senate President who governed Akwa Ibom State from 2007 to 2015, that's Senator Godswill Akpabio, has come out to say, look, the electoral system since APC came on board is totally different. I mean, it has gotten better than that of the PDP. And yes, people would say a lot of things, but most definitely, let me take this very quickly. Under the PDP and later served as a senator on the Senate same platform, said the election during PDP era were plagued by irregularities and manipulations. Senate President Godswill Akpabio says Nigeria's electoral process has witnessed remarkable improvement since the People's Democratic Party, PDP, left power in 2015. Now, speaking during Wednesday's plenary session at the Senate, as the Senate debated a bill seeking to repeal the Electoral Act 2022 and introduce a new Electoral Bill 2025, Akpabio reflected on the country's democratic journey and lessons learned from the past elections. And he went ahead to say, you agree with me that since PDP left, elections have improved tremendously in the country. And I recall that in 2007, when I was elected governor, the then president, the late Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, publicly admitted that the election that brought him to power was flawed and riddled with inconsistencies. Now, this is where he hid under. That Umaru Musa Yar'Adua came out to say, oh, yes, I have won an election, but this election was riddled with all forms of irregularities, and the president at the time wasn't happy with the situation. But that still, you know, does not mean that there's a difference in the electoral system we have now and then. Because we still see some irregularities, that still doesn't mean that ballot boxes are not being snatched, people are not being paid to cast their votes, and you know,
malpractice is not
malpractices. It has not stopped. It's still there. This is more or less like electoral malpractice and the electoral system in Nigeria. They are more or less like Siamese twins. They are always together. When there's an election, there's always someone somewhere, some people somewhere who are still going to perpetrate, you know, electoral malpractice. So I'm wondering where he got that narrative from, that it has changed. One thing I know that has happened during the APC regime, since Buhari took over, at the time the late President Muhammadu Buhari, and then down to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at this time, was that we have seen influx of technology into the electoral system. We have seen technology being imported, like the beavers, the bimodal voter, and also the the IREV. Yes, I'm trying to talk about IREV. So we have seen that, but we have still not been able to use it. Reason is that some places there are no internet service. Some places where elections have to be, you know, conducted, they really do not have the touch of the government. So if there's no internet, how do you upload electoral results from a place?
How do you transmit?
How do you transmit? So it's still, we are still in the same era. Yes, we have spent so much money on technology to help us solve electoral issues that we have had, you know, in times past. But has it changed? I don't think so.
Let me comment from this angle to say that anybody with a presence of mind would understand that we are falling short of what the taste for excellence should be. The standard has dropped. The foundations have been disrupted, in a sense, to say that we now have a low level and low quality view or outlook on national issues. Now, because if you say things have gotten better, how better has it been?
That's a big question.
Because if you say that, okay, during the past administration, we're able to have 5 naira, and then after this administration, we're able to have 6 naira. What exactly is the difference? Now, I think we've lost that taste for excellence. If we should keep saying this kind of thing, it means that we are beginning to condescend.
Maybe we are setting the bar too low.
I mean, the
benchmark for success has
how could you make this pronouncement to say what has really changed? We're still seeing malpractices, like you mentioned. I don't want to get into some of these details, but I was saying, but let's get the comment of Nigerians.
Let's take some comments.
What Nigerians are saying.
All right, Aldi Simon says, why will you not say so when you didn't contest in your party's primary election and today you are in the Senate with some of those who actually contested? Indeed, it's a shame.
Today, Alobe says, the best election we had since 1999 was conducted by Professor Tayo Rutega under the Pdp'S president,
right.
Jonathan Akpabio, who was a prominent beneficiary of the former ruling party, has recently been attacking the PDP almost every day. Such is life. That's what...
You see, for every INEC chairman we have had in Nigeria, they have had their own fair share of gospels, just like people will say it on the streets. Mahmoud Yakubu had his own session, Moriziwa had his own session. Even Atari Jega, that was adjudged to be the best during that period, also received his own backlash from the people. And now we have a new INEC chairman. That is Joash Amokwito. Let's see what will happen from there. Maybe it's going to bring a little bit more of a transformation into the electoral system. Now, Francis Ajuruchi says that, yes, so at least they returned you to the Senate without contesting, okay? Triple A says these were the elections that he was a beneficiary of. This life is not balanced.
And Raymond Namdi lastly says, no shame, no honor, same PDP that made you governor. I think that's all we take.
That's all we can take. All right, this will be the convenient point to draw the curtains on today's edition of Daybreak Live right here on Dominion Television. We say a very big thank you to everyone that has been a part of the show so far. Do well to leave your comments right there. We'll attend to them, and most definitely keep sharing until it gets to so many other people. And a big thank you to the crew members. Thank you for being a part of the show this one. Samson Balogun is my name. Until we meet you again on Daybreak Live Extra. That has an extra. You all know what it looks like on a Friday. Thank you for being a part of the show. Bye for now.
And I'll say don't lose taste for excellence. My name is Andolo Akpabio. Thank you very much for joining us. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now.